This is Andy of QualityStocks. Today's Wednesday, September 22nd, 2010. Today we're going to take a look at Alpha Protech. This is an AMEX stock trading under ticker APT. 9-month chart. See, pretty good drop through there. Tried to set up a base, slipped. Tried to set up a base and slipped. Another nice little move, $1.42 up to $2.10. Now it's apparently trying to make some higher lows. We've got the 50-day coming into play. Bollinger Bands are getting awful tight. We're going to see what the indicators are telling us about a possible move here. Still a nice overall uptrend in the MACD. You can see the fast line has crossed the signal line. That's indicated by the histogram trading over zero. We're going to continue to look for the break of zero. Put a good head fake on right here. It was trying to make the move. Almost broke through it. Didn't, got knocked down. We're going to look and see if it's going to try and make that move again. Same way with the PPO. Kind of a little bit of an offset pinch right there. No real movement. Still with the trend towards zero. ADX didn't get a great uptrend to it. Tried to break into true trend territory. Got slipped back down a little bit. I look for this to try and flatten, see if we can get some movement out of this positive and negative DIs to help us out which direction this possibly may be going. MFIs all close together. 21 at 48.32, so they're almost pushing all through 50, which is where you want to see them. Nice little uptrend going on with all of them. That's a pretty good sign as well to use along with the other indicators. Accumulation distribution still in a downtrend. Kind of flattened out a little bit, but slipped down a little bit more. We're going to need to see this try and make a climb and break back up through this area. You want to start to see it make some new higher highs. Also reinforced by the Chaikin money flow, which is still down pretty low. Not seeing much of an upturn yet. Kind of flatlining right through here. This is going to need to start to make a climb towards zero. Right now, selling pressure is obviously much heavier than the buying pressure. CCI trading in its middle range, heading towards the upper portion of its middle range. We're looking for this to break through 100 at this point, continue the uptrend that it's in, and get trading outside of its normal range. Full still also with a nice little uptrend. And the breakthrough 50 at this point is what we're looking for. Shows some strength coming into this, so that also has a pretty nice look. This is also all reinforced by the tricks. We kind of did the same thing as the MACD, where it tried to make a nice move right through here. Zero is not on this scale, but it's obviously right in this area. Almost broke through zero, got knocked back down, bearish cross. Now we're seeing a bullish cross again. It's going to try and continue to trend towards zero. Overall, an uptrend in that direction. See the kind of channel it's got itself into right now. We're going to look for this to continue, make its roll, eventually break through zero, and try to at least take out the top part of that channel. RSI is also in a strong position. 7 now broke through 50. You can see that the 14 and 21 have slight uptrends going on. Want to see that continue and see both of them break through 50. Again, a little bit of a struggle for these. Very minimal amount of time in July and August, just kind of peaking right around 50. The rest of the year really struggling with getting over it. We need to see those longer-term RSIs break through 50 to show some strength to this. 206,000 shares traded is not the worst in the world. We can stand to see a pickup in it. Actually dropped off a hair from the day before, but increasing over the last week or so. We're seeing in this is some higher lows being established. We're going to want to see this continue. And now that 50 days right in front of it, that's going to be a strong area of resistance. And it's going to tie right in with this $1.69, $1.70 area that was tough resistance for it back here through August. And there's some initial resistance right here in front of it around $1.64, $1.65 that it's going to need to break through first. But obviously, if it's going to try and challenge something that close to it at $1.70, it should move with some steam and try and blow right through that, and then try and take out that 50. I think this is getting pretty close to a larger move. Again, when the Bollinger Bands tighten up, they don't tell you which direction, but they tell you generally that a larger move is coming. And they're starting to pull together pretty tight. Well, this is trading in a pretty tight channel, so this needs to be on radar to try and take out the top. Most importantly, hold this support level, this trend line right through here. If it wants to dip back down, there's a bottom support right here through this $1.42, $1.45 area. If it wants to dip, it's going to have to bounce right back off of that and then try and get right back up here again. That's what it's going to need to do. It can't have this set up a base, fall through it, set up a base, fall through it. We don't want to see that mentality continue, or there's a good chance it'll hit this $1.45 and then break down again. All the indicators that are putting themselves in this nice uptrend, setting themselves up, will break south, and some nice patterns will be broken, and I'll have to start all over again. So right now it's going to keep an eye on this to make this sort of move. And a little bit longer term, this $1.92 area, you see it was tough right here, $1.98, $2, $2.10, $1.92, $1.91. All through this little range right here is going to be tough because of historic points. What we're going to want to see is if it can break its way through that resistance, that whole resistance channel, so to speak, of $1.92 to $2, $2.10. This is where we want to see it get to. We want to see it get back up into this 220 range, make some new higher highs, and continue to try and create an uptrend in this channel. Eventually try and come up here and challenge the 200-day moving average. But again, that is way off in the distance. Right now we start with the basics, and that's holding support, breaking resistance, challenging next resistance levels, trying to create an uptrend, put all these indicators into bull chart territory. These are the kind of things that I'll be looking for with APT. Again, this is merely my interpretation. This is Andy with QualityStocks. Thank you, and trade smart.